What's up, Disney dudes and dudettes? In this video, we'll be talking about Unexplored Disney Princesses We'll Never Get to See Part 3 coming up. Now, we all love Disney princesses. I mean, who doesn't? But there happens to be a lot of Disney princesses that Disney hasn't done. And so in my last video, I got a lot of great comments from you guys saying that there happens to be a lot of other Disney princesses, nationalities and things of that sort that Disney hasn't done. Which brings us to the inspiration behind this video. So in this video, I'm going to be doing more unexplored Disney princesses that we'll never get to see, part 3. So without further ado, let's get into it. So our first Disney princess is a body positivity Disney princess. A lot of people pointed out in the comments that there happens to not be one that Disney has done, which the more I thought about it, I'm thinking, it's time. Disney needs to do something like this. So here's a bit of concept art and also what her storyline would be. The story is titled The Princess and the Peach and follows our Disney princess named Princess Xena. She is a 16-year-old daughter of the Queen of Juicea. Xena is smart, kind, and plus-sized. She feels pressure to lose weight before her upcoming coronation as the future queen. Xena attends a royal ball where she overhears guests gossiping about her weight. She leaves embarrassed and encounters an old woman selling magical peach tarts that promise to make your wish come true. Xena wishes to be thin and takes a bite. Xena wakes up the next morning and is magically thin. At first she's thrilled, but soon realizes that she has no energy, she feels weak, and struggles to do simple tasks. Her parents don't even recognize her and think she's an imposter. Xena then realizes that being thin doesn't equate to happiness. She learns to embrace her plus-size body and uses her strength and wisdom to stop a dastardly plot against the kingdom. With the help of a tailor named Taylor, who loves Xena no matter her size, and the old lady being that of her banished evil aunt who wants to take over the kingdom, Xena and Taylor team up and finally stop the evil aunt from her dastardly plot. And so in the end, Xena then becomes the future queen and delivers an empowering speech about, being comfortable in your own skin. Xena then chooses Taylor as her prince, and they get married and have a big wedding cake. And so overall, I think this would be a very cool Disney movie. Disney hasn't done a body positivity Disney princess, and I think that this would just resonate with a lot of people. What do you guys think? Would you love to see a body positivity Disney princess? Let me know in the comments below. Our next Disney princess happens to be that of a Texas Disney princess. A lot of people pointed out that there wasn't one, and the more I thought about it, the more I realized that this actually could be very fun. So here's a bit of concept art and also what her storyline would be. The story is called The Lone Star Princess, and we're introduced to our Disney princess named Aurelia. She is a feisty 18-year-old growing up on a Texas ranch in the 1850s. She is an expert horseback rider and lasso roper, but longs for adventure beyond the ranch. When bandits kidnap Aurelia's father, the sheriff, she sets out to rescue him. Soon she encounters Dusty, a renegade cowboy with a mysterious past. Though initially at odds, they decide to team up. Aurelia and Dusty's search leads them to an old ghost town where they befriend a rambunctious longhorn bull named T-Bone. The trio evade quicksand, rattlesnakes, and other trials while tracking the bandits. They locate the hideout and orchestrate a hoedown distraction while rescuing the sheriff. Aurelia lassos the bandit leader while Dusty has a final showdown using his sharp shooting skills. In the end, the sheriff returns home thanks to Aurelia and Dusty's skills. Though from different worlds, Aurelia and Dusty realize that they actually make a pretty good team, and so they ride off into the sunset with more adventures with T-Bone. I don't know about you guys, but this sounds like they would be a very cool Disney movie. It's got a lot of the vibe of Home on the Range, but as a Disney movie, I think this would be very cool. What would you guys like? Would you like to see a Texas Disney princess? Let me know in the comments below. Next up on our list of Disney princesses is a Polish Disney princess. A lot of people pointed out that there actually wasn't one, and so the more I thought about it, I realized that this actually could be very interesting. So here's a bit of concept art and also what her storyline would be. The story is titled Princess of Pierogies, and we're introduced to our Disney princess Zozia. She is a spirited 17-year-old growing up in the medieval city of Krakow. She dreams of adventure beyond the Gothic spires and market squares. Zozia sneaks out during the annual Harvest Festival to watch performers like bear tamers, folk dancers, and acrobats. She is spotted by a handsome fiddler named Jacob. When the festival ends, Zozia and Jacob become instant best friends and later on lovers. Longing for excitement, Zozia disguises herself as a peasant boy. She hitches a ride with Jacob's traveling troupe as they depart Krakow. After comical mishaps, Jacob discovers her secret but lets her stay. As they travel to small villages, Zozia learns the art of fiddle playing and, folk dancing. When the troupe is threatened by a foreign tyrant, Zozia and Jacob rally the villagers to fight back using clever tricks and the power of music. Zozia embraces her adventurous spirit and continues traveling with Jacob's troupe, bringing the music and the food of Poland to new places. Overall, I think that this would be a very cool movie. With the Polish culture introduced in a Disney movie like this, I think this would be very cool. What do you guys think? Would you love to see a Polish Disney princess? Let me know in the comments below. Next up on our list of Disney princess is a Portuguese Disney princess. A lot of people pointed out that there actually wasn't one, and so the more I thought about it, the more I realized this could actually be very interesting. So here's a bit of concept art and also what her storyline would be. The story is titled The Princess of Porto. We're introduced to our Disney princess named Madalena, a brave 16-year-old growing up in Porto, Portugal in the 1800s. She longs for seafaring adventures. Madalena befriends João, I'm hoping I'm saying that right, a young sailor who stows away on his ship as he sails down the Douro River toward the sea. When a storm strikes, Madalena helps save the ship using her maritime skills. João agrees to let her join the crew as they travel the coast. A romance blossoms between them. The ship is pursued by the villainous pirate Captain Drago, who is after a treasure map Madalena and João possess. Using the map's clues, they find a hidden island and ancient ruins filled with riches. Captain Drago, captures Madalena and threatens her, unless João reveals the treasure's location. João rescues her, and after an epic sword fight, they defeat Drago together. After defeating the evil captain, Madalena and João return home to Porto with their newfound treasure. Madalena reunites with her worried family and introduces them to João. At first, her father forbids Madalena from sailing off on more adventures, but Madalena makes an impassionate, speech about how she's found her calling in life. João, vouches for his love and commitment to her. And then, he realizes he must let Madalena chart off her own course. In a surprising twist, Madalena's 3 brothers announce they want to join her and João at sea. The royal family helps repair João's ship, and they set off together singing songs of the open water. With her family's, blessing, Madalena continues on an adventure as an adventurer with her true love by her side. I think this would be very cool. It's got a vibe very similar to that of Pirates of the Caribbean and Moana, especially with, the being voyagers or whatever. I think it'd be very cool. What do you guys think? Would you love to see a Portugal Disney princess? Let me know in the comments below. Next up on our list of Disney princesses is an Australian Disney princess. A lot of people said that there actually wasn't one, and the more I thought about it, the more I realized that there has to be one. And so if there isn't one, I'm going to make one. So here's a bit of concept art and also what her storyline would be. The story is titled The Outback Princess and follows the tale of Kylie, a fearless 18-year-old living in the remote Australian outback. She loves exploring the rugged landscapes on her family's cattle ranch. Kylie befriends a mischievous kangaroo named Joey, who becomes her loyal companion. When a greedy mining company tries to seize her family's land, Kylie stands up to them. And to prove her family's claim that they own the land, Kylie embarks on a daring quest across the outback to find an ancient Aboriginal cave painting that marks their territory's boundaries. With her kangaroo friends' help, Kylie navigates deadly snake pits, scorching deserts, and a raging bushfire to reach the sacred cave site. She has a climactic showdown with the villainous miner. Kylie triumphantly produces the cave painting proof, saving her family's land. She gains the admiration of the Australian Aboriginal, group, who dub her as a princess of the people. Overall, I think this would be very interesting. It has the vibe of Pocahontas, with the indigenous background, while at the same time staying true to that of the outback in Australia. What do you guys think? Would you love to see an Australian Disney princess? Let me know in the comments below. And last but not least on our list of Disney princesses is that of a deaf Disney princess. A lot of people pointed out that there happened to have not been one. Granted, in the Little Mermaid series, Ariel has a friend that, is deaf and does sign language. And so the more I thought about this, the more I realized that Disney really needs to step it up. And so if they're not going to do it, I'm going to do it. So here's a deaf Disney princess, what she would look like, and also what her storyline would be. The story is titled The Unspoken Princess, and we meet Princess Aria, a warm-hearted 18-year-old who was born mute. Though she cannot speak, Aria fills her kingdom with music through skilled sign language, dancing, and singing wordless melodies. Despite her joyful spirit, Aria struggles with feelings of loneliness and being misunderstood. She finds companionship with her faithful service dog and nature's creatures. When an ancient curse puts the kingdom in peril, Aria journeys into the enchanted forest, seeking out a way to break the curse. Along the way, she meets Luca, a deaf stable boy who can hear Aria's beautiful unspoken voice. Through a series of chain of events, as well as the aid of mythical allies, Aria and Luca must traverse treacherous obstacles left by the curse's creator, Lucinda, a vengeful sorceress that was scorned for her own disability and therefore punishes the kingdom out of revenge. This revelation gives a whole new perspective to why the villain, acted the way they did. And through the climax in the film, Aria conveys the power of compassion through an expression of music and dance, allowing the embittered woman, Lucinda, to not only repent, but to find peace with her own disability. And so once the curse is lifted, Aria saves the kingdom through courage and empathy and the power of her silent symphony. She and Luca continue using their gifts to bridge communication barriers and therefore bring a greater awareness to sign language and just the power of music. Overall, guys, I think this would be such a cool movie. It has a lot of heart in it, and I think it's about time that Disney does this kind of princess. What would you guys think? Would you love to see a deaf Disney princess? And I would just love to know what your thoughts are. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. And if there's any Disney princesses that you would love to see, I would love to know. Leave a comment down below, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so you can be notified every Thursday when we have a new video. And as always, have a Disney day.